This is Winning Cures Everything. Here's your host, Gary Seegers.
Let's fire on in. It is Thursday, May the 9th. This is Winning Cures Everything. We do this every day for 10 to 15, sometimes maybe even 20 minutes. It's sports talk. We talk about the biggest topics of the day every single day, Monday through Friday. Share the show out. Tell your friends about it. Thank you for jumping in with us. I am your host, Gary Seegers. You can follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. You can follow the show at Winning Cures or on Facebook, facebook.com/Winning Cures Everything. Or you can make it easy on yourself. Go over to winningcureseverything.com. You can subscribe to the YouTube, the podcast, anything else right there. So here is what we are going to discuss today. And there were a bunch of different topics. I could have talked about Kyrie's last game in Boston. Could have talked about Rick Pitino's Greek team quitting. But here's what I scaled it down to. Doug Baldwin has been cut by the Seahawks. Kevin Durant was injured last night. Florida cornerback Chris Steele is transferring. Fox Sports gets into the gambling universe. And I'm going to give you some daily picks. We've been pretty good this week so far. So the show, as always, brought to you by BetNow.eu. BetNow.eu. Use promo code WINNING50. Winning50. They'll give you a 50% deposit bonus. Great online sportsbook. Great layout. I use it myself. It's fantastic. BetNow.eu. Go check it out for yourself. Use WINNING50 as a promo code. You get 50% deposit bonus. It's great. I promise. Check it out for yourself. Topic number one, Doug Baldwin has been cut by the Seahawks. He and Chancellor both. Chancellor has not played since the middle of 2017, so we kind of knew that this was coming, but both of them failed physical designations, right? We kind of saw this coming with Doug Baldwin. He had been having some problems anyway. There was rumors of him getting out because of concussions, etc. But here's what you need to know about Doug Baldwin's NFL career. He was undrafted. He has 493 receptions, over 6,500 receiving yards, 49 touchdowns. He's a two-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion. He is completely and totally underrated. He's always been underrated. The guy was fantastic and incredibly efficient from the slot. Russell Wilson is going to miss this guy. There's no doubt about it. He is what made Russell Wilson tick. The guy was an incredible route runner. I wanted to make sure and lead off today by talking about Doug Baldwin because he's fantastic. He was always a great worker. He fought through multiple injuries, shoulder, concussions, everything else. We don't know that this is the end, but it seems like it's probably the end. I hate that. I wish I could watch Doug Baldwin play every weekend. I had him on my fantasy team every year. He was great. He did all sorts of different things. Guy was tough. Props to you, Doug Baldwin. If indeed this is your swan song, we appreciate you and everything that you did. The Seahawks were better for having you. He's fantastic. Go watch YouTube clips of him. He's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Topic number two, Kevin Durant. They say it's not an Achilles injury, but if you watched it last night, it had to send just shockwaves through Warriors fans and, frankly, through Knicks fans, right? Because the Knicks are convinced, the fans are anyway, that they are getting Kevin Durant this offseason. And you have seen guys come back from Achilles injuries, and I want to say 80% of the time, they are nothing like what they were. If this is, now they have come out and said that it's not an Achilles injury. But, so Dr. David Chow, who is at Pro Football Doc on Twitter, this is what he said. He said, I know TV said calf. He said, as far as we know, not Achilles, but video has me worried for the worst. We'll explain why. He said, if calf strain, as TV reported, players don't want to stretch the torn muscle by walking flat-footed. But when Achilles torn, there is no tension, and they do. KD turned around as if someone kicked him and grabbed at Achilles. This, with non-contact injury, fits Achilles tear. He's also unable to push off. Eccentric load when it happened with significant dorsiflexion of the foot and then unable to push off. I hope it's just a low-grade calf strain, but technically Achilles is part of the calf. No team wants to jump to a negative conclusion. Let's see. Even in best case, calf strains linger, especially in a basketball player. KD will not be back this series, and not for playoffs, even if Achilles is spared. The best hope for KD is a plantaris rupture, a small muscle tendon deep in the calf, much better than Achilles, often quicker return than calf strain. Let's all hope for this. Look, what he's basically saying is he ain't coming back. So while they've already ruled him out for Game 6, if they come out and say that he will be back for Game 7, think about the turnaround here. You got a game on Friday night in Houston, and then you have to turn back around, fly over to the Bay, and be ready to play at noon local time on Sunday? That's a really fast turnaround. We'll see if he's able to do that. But my guess is he's out for both of these games, which leads to the other question is, are the Warriors good enough to win one of these last two games with the Rockets without Kevin Durant? So DeMarcus Cousins goes down with an injury. Kevin Durant goes down with an injury. You saw last night that Klay Thompson kind of broke out of his shell. I would dare to say that, yes, the Warriors are good enough to win the Western Division. I don't know that they're good enough to win the NBA championship without Kevin Durant. The dynamics of this team have completely changed over the last few years. Their bench is nothing. They play basically 6 guys. So if Durant is out for the rest of the playoffs, if you're the Toronto Raptors, the Milwaukee Bucks, etc., you got to feel good about this. I mean, if you're wanting to go on and get your odds in right now before they completely rule them out, this is your best spot for your futures bets is right this second, because those odds are going to plummet soon. So if I'm the Warriors, I'm upset because this was you had a championship. And without Kevin Durant, I don't think that you do. Not with Steph Curry, not with Klay Thompson, not with Draymond Green, and then the slew of whoever else is on the team. You need more than just that. They had more than that because they had significant depth in the years prior. But as of right now, because of how much they're paying Durant, how much they're paying Curry, etc., I mean, Jordan Bell, okay, Sean Livingston, shell of himself, Looney, he's serviceable, good, but I don't think they have enough people. And that's where this comes in, right? You need more than just that. And with Steph dealing with whatever issues he's got with his shooting hand, Klay Thompson, hit or miss. You would think that Thompson is going to step into a bigger role now that Durant's out. We'll see what happens. Topic number 3, Florida cornerback Chris Steele is transferring. And here's the deal behind this. He was the highest-rated recruit back in February for the Gators. He's from California. His roommate, Jalen Jones, was accused of sexual assault. Now, this was after Steele asked to be placed in a different room. He asked the coaches, I don't want to room with this guy. Can you please move me? What are Dan Mullen and the rest of his staff thinking? When somebody requests a room change, let's go based on just normal everyday people. If you are at a hotel and you're on vacation and you request a room change, you don't wait until the end of the vacation to give somebody a new room. If you have a roommate that you do not like, that you don't like the situation that you are being put in, the Florida staff says that they were going to wait until the summer to move him. If somebody requests that, and especially if it's your top-rated recruit, if you didn't know what the situation is, shame on you for not asking. But 2, you have to get that done. All of this stuff with Jalen Jones came out after Steele had already asked for a new roommate. I'm perplexed. Coach Cordell Landers, he is the Assistant Director of Player Personnel and Development. Now, he's already deleted this tweet, but this was put up about 6 hours ago. It's 4:57 p.m. right now. But he said, sorry, I had nothing to do with Chris Steele hitting the transfer portal. It sucks, but that was on him and his family, not me. I'm also not happy that he is moving on from UF. It sucks because it's a great place. What are you doing putting this on Twitter, for one? And two, why would you come out and say it's not on me, it's on him and his family? Obviously, this kid was put in a situation that he did not feel comfortable in. What is Florida doing? Like, I am normally the guy that stands up for Dan Mullen and that bunch, but this is absolutely inexcusable. And this is going to hurt them in recruiting, and this is going to hurt them with the overall perception of their program. It just blows my mind when you look back at all of the different mistakes that were made that led to this. Now, obviously, he's in the transfer portal. He has not transferred yet, so he can reasonably come back to school at Florida, but I seriously doubt that's going to happen. When this story came out, I'm still just amazed, absolutely amazed. All right, Fox Sports, here's topic number 4. Fox Sports is getting into the mobile gambling business. They've already started things with a partnership over in the UK. They're going to do this in the United States. Now, this is obviously a super, super long play, right? Because as of right this second, the only 2 states that have mobile betting legalized are Nevada and New Jersey. So if you're going to start this soon, those are the only 2 places that you can do it. The 3 most populous states in the country, Texas, New York, California. New York has a sports betting bill somewhere on the docket somewhere. Texas and California, nothing of the sort. So there's a major problem right there. But it is a smart move to go on and get in the beginning of this because there's going to be a ton of apps, just a ton of sports betting apps whenever it finally goes nationwide with mobile gambling. I've been screaming about mobile gambling for years, how Mississippi should do it, and Tennessee has done it, but there's a lot of rules and restrictions and whatnot with it, so we'll see how that all goes. But Fox, genius idea with this. They're going to have one that is for gambling actual money, and another one that is basically, if you've ever seen Chalkline Sports, Outkick the Coverage uses them. We've talked to them before about doing it and whatnot. I can't afford it yet. If you want to donate to the cause, absolutely toss it in, but we're talking a little bit of money here. But here's the deal. They are making it where you have an app to go to besides Twitter during games or before games, etc. And the free version of it will be for prizes, etc. So you're betting on spreads, you're betting on props, you're betting over unders, you're betting, point total, whatever it is. This will help out Fox Sports with getting more people to their games, etc. And with the legalization of mobile gambling, it's going to help them make a little bit of money as well, I believe. Here is the states right now that have legalized gambling and what the deal is with their mobile gambling. Pennsylvania, they're saying that it's coming soon. West Virginia, legal dispute. The Wire Act interpretation, everything is in a strange holding pattern, but they have legalized gambling, but not legalized mobile gambling. So Rhode Island, there are some challenges before their rollout, so they're not there yet. Indiana, regulations needed before the rollout. Regulations needed for Tennessee as well. Washington, D.C. also needs some more regulations. Iowa is waiting on the governor's signature. And in Mississippi, you can legally bet mobile at a few casinos inside of the brick-and-mortar stores, but that's it. You can't just bet from your couch like Fox Sports is banking on. We'll see. It's a long play here. I think it's a smart move. So the name of the app is going to be Fox Bet. I love it. Let's go from there. All right, daily picks. I got several of them for you tonight. So far this week, we are up 13 units. We're feeling good. Everything's rocking and rolling. Tonight, I got the Nuggets plus 3.5 at the Blazers. I don't know about a money line play there, but I think that they keep this close. The Nuggets look like the better matchup. I think we'll just say I like the Nuggets here. I don't like Cantor. I don't think that he's a big enough body down low. We'll go from there. Raptors 76ers, I'm going under 212.5. Cardinals Pirates, 2 score in the first inning. Nats Dodgers, first 5 over 3.5. Dodgers first 5 money line. Braves first 5 money line against the Diamondbacks. And then I like the Hurricanes plus 1.5 goals against the Bruins tonight. You can find all the picks over at winningcureseverything.com. Just jump up to the navigation bar, go to the gambling picks page. It's right there. Or you can type it in yourself, winningcureseverything.com/gambling-picks. You can find everything right there. Again, share out the show for us. We appreciate you guys coming in. We do this every day, Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for checking out Winning Cures Everything. If you want to keep up with us, hit subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. Visit the website at winningcureseverything.com, or you can like us on Facebook or follow us at Winning Cures, at Gary WCE, or at Chris B. Giannini on Twitter. Share out the show, leave a nice review, and make sure to comment and tweet at us.